Been walking for about 3 minutes, already done the first wrong turning, but we are leaving the rather wonderful town of Bolsena, which is where you saw me last. Nice easy walking at the moment. Today started off a little bit chilly. It was about 7 degrees, but now we're starting to get to the promised warmth of the day. I think they said it's going to get up to about 23, 24 for most of the route that I'm going to be walking along. So just a lovely day for walking. Looking forward to it, and it's not, from what I can see from the map, a particularly difficult walk either. It's quite level for the first half. There's a little bit of uphill, and then it levels off again into Acqua Pendente. Looking forward to it. Should be fun. Absolutely beautiful walk. The trail is fantastic. The path is, obviously, you can see really clear. The weather is superb, not too hot, not too cold, and quite a lot of shade. It's olive season, so a lot of the olive trees sort of on either side of me have gangs or family members out harvesting the olives for the year. So it's actually quite busy in the sense that this track is used for the cars to access the various olive groves, but absolutely beautiful walk, loving it. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have spotted that I'm walking with a different rucksack. I started the walk in September and had planned 3 days originally. I had 3 days that I could get myself out. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a project issue, a couple of things at work. I needed to be around, and then I managed to destroy the insole for my walking shoes. They were pretty old. I've been walking in them since years before I moved to Italy, and I decided that it was better to do 2 things. Firstly, get all the work stuff organised, and then also maybe try and walk when it was a little bit cooler. It is the big cliche, but the reward for all the hills really is the view. So this is a bit of a change that they've made to the route for the Via Francigena. It used to go on the road here, which is the main Via Cassia. Having driven along that several times, it's crazy. And at this particular section, there's a whole bunch of blind corners, there's no pavement, there's no real kind of verge to walk on. So they've actually follow me, changed the route up here, and it adds probably 1.5 kilometres, maybe almost 2 kilometres, but it keeps you off the road. So for me, perfectly happy to do it. Just took what was supposed to be a bit of a shortcut. I checked the beginning and the end of it and a section in the middle for pavements and just generally places I could walk. I was following the Via Cassia instead of doing a big loop that the official route takes. It actually sort of takes you back south, doubles back on itself and goes back north. The bits that I looked at, yes, had quite good places to walk on. There was a huge stretch in the middle of it that basically I was walking on the road. Now, fortunately, it's a Sunday, but I had to be incredibly careful stepping off the road, stepping onto the verge on a regular basis as the cars were absolutely whizzing past. So I'm not sure how much time I saved myself in the end. Anyway, made it. Now just walking along a gravel path, going to join up with the official route in about 900 metres, just shy of 1 kilometre. Let's see how we go. Little bit of a fixer-upper if you have the time or the money. It's a lovely location, bit remote, bit of a hike to get here, but you know, come by car. They're going to be generating a lot of electricity today. It's nice and sunny. Last couple of kilometres before Acquapendente, probably going to have a bit of a sit down. One of the things that has been noticeable about this particular leg, this stage of the Via Francigena, is there really has been nowhere to sit down, properly sit down. So I'm definitely feeling the need for a bit of a break. A little bit of road walking now. Doesn't seem to be too busy, but as you can probably see, no pavement or really any verge to walk on, but I've been on here for about a minute so far and no sign of any traffic whatsoever, so hopefully it stays this way. We've been doing mostly road walking for the last 3 or 4 kilometres through the town of Acquapendente, which is very quiet, but it is a holiday Sunday. And now we're on tarmac roads, but as you can see, very still, very quiet, very shaded. Walking the last 4 or so kilometres, it's mostly road walking now, up to Proceno, but it's very steep. and I'm walking directly into the sun. So we'll see how we do. But it's beautiful. And that, my friends, is the climb at the end of the day. What joy.